Hello there everybody, this is Getty92 coming at you today with a new episode of your daily dose of Wash. And as I've promised you yesterday, and I'm doing this basically for Debbie here, we will review the song Distant Early Warning from the 1984 Grace Under Pressure record. Or I will take a passage to Bangkok before listening to that song. So what I really want to do now is listening to the song Distant Early Warning, and I found a live video. I'm taking a passage to Bangkok, and then I will see you guys in about 30 minutes, and it will be like this here. And then we will react together to the song Distant Early Warning, and I'm kind of like excited for that. So guys, let's get to the review while being on a train to Bangkok there.
A few moments later.
Alright, here we go. Hello there everybody, this is Getty92 coming at you today with your new daily episode of your daily dose of Wash. And as you might seen already in the video title, today's video is Distant Early Warning. And I've just chosen a live video again because I think I'm really in the mood, to quote 1974, for a new live video. I hope this song will be great, because otherwise I think I'm going bored. And it's almost 21:12 everybody. Oh, that bass everybody. This is from the 1980s, right? Yeah, it's from 1984, and it totally sounds like 1984. Getty is playing such a mean bass, and he's singing at the same time. Damn. In the heavy water, singing in the acid rain. Amazing effect. Passing through revolving doors. We need someone to talk to and someone to sweep the floors. Incomplete. This has to be in Europe, nobody's dancing. Shame on you, Europe, for that. And I'm gonna do a vlog video about that anytime soon. Sometimes I'm really crazy, but I worry about you. I know it makes no difference to what you're going through. It's like an army of zombies there, everybody. Oh, this is a funny episode for me at least. They look like zombies. It's like an army of zombies. Nobody's dancing. This must be Europe. And remember that early 70s vintage video that we did last week? With the smiling of Alex when he was playing actually that kind of stuff that nobody played back in those days in the 70s. I think it was Anthem that we listened to, which featured such a part. And Alex has here the same smiling as usual, because whenever he's smiling, he's about to play something epic. Losing under your radar, watching from satellite. Take a page from the red book and keep them in your sights. Red alert, red alert. Left and right a passage, black and white view. You can taste the knowledge that the truth is not the truth. Absolute, absolute. That part just freaked me out there. It really freaked me out there. The long guitar solo going into something that we will all know that is going to sound epic. And then the bass and drums came in, and especially the bass of Geddy there just killed it after the solo of Alex here. That was an unbelievable song, everybody, that we've just seen there and heard there and witnessed there in general. And as you might remember, I'm Geddy92, just took a passage to Bangkok before this awesome video. This song has perfection in it. But I'm not sure if I'm sober enough to actually rate this song for me, because I think if I would just re-listen to Dog Years now, I would probably like it. So therefore, I'm not trying, guys. I'm not trying. I won't do it. Maybe I will do that reaction video as a special episode.
Geddy92 in Bangkok again. Must watch. Dog Years 2.0. The final reaction video to it.
Maybe that will happen, maybe not. So this is an early warning. It has everything in it that I particularly want to hear in a certain Rush song. Yesterday we had a song, it was Chemistry, and it sounded nothing like Rush to me. I missed everything great about this band in a way to be really sounding unique, but at the same time sounding like you've always kind of like heard this kind of music in other music too. In other genres too. And Distant Early Warning is a perfect example of that, because while it was created in the 1980s, specifically 1984, you can hear a lot of like 80s synthesizing effects going on in that song. So therefore you have these kind of keyboard effects there, and you have a really specific standard playing of Neil in most of the times of the song. Not every part of the song, but in most of the parts of the song. Neil really sounded like a typical 80s kind of drummer, which suited the music back in the 80s in combination with the keyboard sounds, suited the 80s perfectly. So therefore we have the aspect of really a sound that we all heard already by dozens of other bands, or boy bands, or girl bands, or whatever, or solo artists that will use basic drum playing and keyboard effects, and that's basically all. And we have all heard that, for example, in Michael Jackson's songs a lot of times. So there we have that component. We know that song. But then all of a sudden Rush adds the other component, being Rush in there, playing a heavy bass, which will never be heard in any kind of pop music songs of the 80s. You will never hear such a great bass there. And Geddy just delivers what had to be delivered to make it sound like a 50% of a genre that we already know, and 50% of actually Rush music in that. So he was playing a great bass there. The vocals on this particular version are really, really well. They are really good. I really like the vocals on Geddy's voice here. And then I said it before that Neil most of the times in that song sounded really standard like mid-80s music, mid-80s pop music, but he adds the kind of like nuances, that's a French word, for, I don't know what the English word for that nuances is, but he adds a little bit of more detail, a little bit of more flavor to the songs in a few styles that Neil's playing there, especially when the guitar is going to blow up into the space and infects everybody with the good healing vibes. There Neil was playing something very special, very Rush unique sounding like drums there. And again, together in the combination of standardly played drums during the 80s pop music era. Really out from any kind of world that we know to this day so far. There comes Alex in. First of all, he delivers a great rhythm playing there, a great chord pattern actually that was played during the verses of the songs. Really straightforward heavy electric guitar music there. And then there comes the greatness of Lurkst again, when he's going to lift off for everybody for his really well made solo with kind of like a reverb effect to it, and you can hear a little bit of flanging effects going on there, but not too much. That's for the sound editing, not for the floating thing there when it comes down to flanges. And high notes, he was really playing good solid high notes there, and with a fast speed playing those high level notes, and I was just amazed by that. The most amazing point, I think, is the thing where Alex was almost finishing his guitar solo and Geddy comes in with that awesome bass. I think that transition is the best part of the song here. So therefore, guys, that is a long reaction video and a long thing to talk about afterwards, after we've just heard another great song, Distant Early Warning. And therefore, guys, thank you as always for tuning in. And there might be not as many episodes coming up for next week, because as you've already known, I'm currently moving flats. I'm moving pictures, actually. I always wanted to say that since 3 or 4 episodes. I'm moving pictures there, everybody. Moving my pictures, and therefore the flat needs to be kind of like set up in a way that everybody feels like kind of home. So that will take quite a bit of time, but I think at the end of next week, the latest, I think on the weekends, there will be new Rush reaction videos, but maybe I can manage to throw in some other episodes. So therefore, guys, this was the last episode from the Taishan Fake Studios. We will see each other again on a new episode of Geddy 92 in a new studio. Well, actually, it's just a room in a flat with my webcam and my computer, but it's a new studio. So therefore, thank you guys for tuning in, and see you soon, and let me know what you think about this specific episode. I'm really curious, because if you guys like that kind of stuff, oh well, I think the train to Bangkok will have to come to me. So, see you guys. Bye.
Later, in the void.
So guys, before we get into the video, I just want to give you a short update. I'm on my way to Bangkok, and you see in the background that's my cereal. That's basically the only kind of food that I have left because of moving flats. And I just wanted to let you know, and you see right now already that the train has just departed to its final destination. And I'm so American, kind of, that I even have an American flag in my kitchen. I just wanted to let you know.